This is Al Maha Resort in Dubai. It's a one-of-a-kind resort with Bedouin-style tents where each suite gets their own private pool in the middle of the desert. It's perfect for nature and animal lovers, and it's full board, which means breakfast, lunch, and dinner are included in addition to 2 desert activities. I had an amazing time here, and it's one of my favorite properties, especially since I paid just under 24 dirham to stay here, which is around $6 US. I did this by using hotel points for this stay since it's a Marriott hotel. The regular price cash rate ranges from 3,000 dirham a night, so just over $800 US, and can exceed 5,000 dirham a night, so $1,600 US per night. It's only a 45-minute drive away from the city and is located inside the Dubai Desert Conservation Reserve. The staff greeted us by name and showed us into the seating area in the main lodge with welcome drinks where they gave us a quick overview of our stay. Since our rooms weren't ready, we had some coffee and explored the main building. This coffee and tea station is available the whole day, but there's also a Nespresso machine in your suite with an excessive amount of Nespresso pods to hopefully last you most of your stay. There's also a bar here where I'm assuming you can order alcoholic drinks, but I didn't see anyone working here during my stay. Note that tourists are allowed to drink alcohol in licensed venues such as hotels, but they have strict intoxication laws. Then you can head over to the outdoor balcony overlooking the desert to enjoy a beverage and take in the views. There's also a library or reading room. Then you have the lobby with plenty of seating, and there's a gift shop where you can check out all the local products like Persian rugs, jewelry, Arabian coffee sets, pottery, and other little trinkets. And look how cute these camels are.
You're coming home with me.
Let's head downstairs to the Al Diwan restaurant for lunch. Whether you book with points or cash, the resort offers an all-inclusive experience excluding alcohol, so that includes a 3-course lunch, a 5-course dinner, and breakfast, either buffet or a la carte room service, all complimentary. There's also afternoon tea from 3 to 5 p.m. in the main lodge. The food was so delicious and flavorful and surprisingly filling. There's lots of options for those with dietary restrictions, and they even list out whether items contain dairy, gluten, seafood, nuts, or alcohol. For dessert, I had avocado ice cream, which was pretty cool. After lunch, our rooms weren't ready just yet, so we explored the property. My favorite aspect of this resort, and what I think is the wow factor, is that because it's situated in the desert conservation area, there are gazelles and oryxes that roam freely through the resort grounds. Fun fact, the oryx is the official logo for Qatar Airways. Then we got a tour of the spa where the gym, the main pool, and the whirlpool are all located. I didn't get any spa treatments, but they offer the standard treatments such as massages and facials. The main pool is quite nice, and there are plenty of loungers here, so if you were on a group trip and you wanted to all hang out by the pool together, this would be a nice option. This pool is also larger than your private pool if you wanted to swim laps. Let's take a quick peek at the gym. Pretty bare minimum equipment at this gym, but enough for a quick workout. There's refrigerated bottled water out by the pool and in the gym here. Our rooms were finally ready, so we hopped on golf carts and were driven to our suites. There are only 42 suites, but the property grounds are so big that they offer buggy service throughout the resort. When you first enter the suite, there's a foyer that serves as a kitchen with a kettle, minibar, snacks, and a Nespresso machine with just a day's worth of capsules. The minibar and snacks are extra, but the Nespresso is complimentary. The doors to the right lead to the washroom and the rest of the suite through the doors in front. The washroom is quite spacious with a large double sink, a waterfall shower, a bathtub, and a toilet room. The water pressure in the shower was a bit weak, but that's expected as it's an older property and we're in the desert. There was a hairdryer as well as all the extra amenities including dental and shaving kits, bath salts, a loofah, and a sewing kit. The entire suite actually loops around as there's another set of doors that lead to the bedroom from the washroom. The beds were so comfortable and the pillows were nice and fluffy. There's a work area with a desk, chair, and a radio as well as a pair of Olympus binoculars. There's also a list of the activities available from which we can choose 2 complimentary activities. Some activities such as horse riding and the 4x4 do have an extra fee. We stayed in the most basic suite, which is the 2-person Bedouin suite. This is the one you'll get when you book on points. They also have 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom suite options. There were 3 large closets with hangers, bathrobes, slippers, and a safe. There was also a TV and an art easel with a drawing pad and pastels. Look at my attempt to draw an oryx.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
In front of the beds were 2 day beds with complimentary sweets, dates, and walnuts on the table. The suite is designed to look like the traditional tents of the Bedouin people with an overhead canopy, which I of course forgot to get footage of. Look at this amazing view of our private plunge pool overlooking the desert.
Oh, stunning.
And that's not even the best part. Look at our new friend just chilling outside. The only critique I have is that there aren't that many electrical outlets for charging devices, and the property is starting to show a bit of wear since it's an older property, as we can see with the stain on the ceiling. Then the camels arrived for the camel trek excursion. We were enjoying the suite so much that we almost forgot about afternoon tea time, but we did make it in time for the last 15 minutes and there were still plenty of pastries, fruits, juice, and other snacks available. I even tried camel milk for the first time. It was interesting. It tasted kind of salty yet sweet, but very creamy and heavy. I don't know if I would choose to drink it again, but definitely worth trying. Our first activity was the Sunset Camel Trek. We were off to the races and it was so fun and such a unique experience. Look how cool the guide is standing on the camel. We rode for about 25 minutes to an area where they had a little setup with champagne. We had a few minutes to take some photos and enjoy the sunset, then we hopped on the camels to make our way back for dinner. The restaurant for dinner was the same one as lunch, but be aware that a smart casual dress code applies for dinner, so long pants and collared shirts are required for men. I got lobster for my main, which was tasty, but it was a small portion. There were plenty of options and everything was delicious, and they even had caviar. The next morning, we woke up bright and early to watch the sunrise. Then we made our way over to the main building for the falconry activity. I love how we're just so immersed in nature in the desert, you can hear how loud the birds and wildlife are. Of course, being in the desert, it can get chilly at night and in the morning, so keep that in mind for your packing.
Very beautiful bird, but he's a little bit crazy at times.
That's how people describe me sometimes. The falconry activity starts at 6:30 in the morning before it gets too hot for the birds to fly. The guides gave a whole lesson about falcons, their history, and did some really interesting demonstrations and showed us how they feed the birds.
He's still a young teenage boy. He's got a bit of a naughty streak in him. So he's just like, well, I'm just gonna hang and look like a fool.
Falcons have been a crucial part of the traditional culture of the Bedouins. Due to the desert conditions, falcons were used mainly for hunting because of their sharp eyesight and swift speed. One of the hunting techniques that set them apart from other predatory animals is that they can be trained to deliver their prey alive. Today, falcons are used for sports more than anything else. Falcons are so cherished that there are 2 specialist hospitals in the UAE that are dedicated to falcons. Falcons also used to be the only animals in the UAE that were allowed to travel inside planes.
Wait a damn minute.
Falcons are carnivores, so they eat mostly meat such as shorebirds, ducks, gulls, pigeons, and they also hunt rabbits and bats. Generally speaking, falcons should be fed 1 to 2 times per day. At the end of the activity, we were allowed to hold the falcons on our arms and take some pictures, which was so cool, but kind of scary. Then we went back to our suites and went for a little swim. I got no air on that jump. For breakfast, you can head to the restaurant in the main lodge, or you can get room service in your suite at no extra cost and they'll set up a table on the dock. You can order anything and everything you want. The limit does not exist.
The limit does not exist.
And even though there are other suites close by, we couldn't see or hear anyone else throughout our stay and it felt very private. This resort is so unique and one of my favorite travel experiences. Truly stunning, and it's the perfect vacation from your vacation. We only stayed here for 1 night, but I would recommend staying here for at least 2 nights to really enjoy the resort and the tranquility. Such an unforgettable experience. If you like this video and want to see more travel content or want to find out how you can also travel for a fraction of the cost, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment below if you would stay here. See you next time! Okay, bye!